to apologize for this question because it's like the biggest career question I could be asking, but there's a lot of things happening in the industry right now that has this on my mind.
Okay.
What is the biggest difference in your goals in what you want to produce from when you first started in the industry versus what you're prioritizing and drawn to today, given how things are shifting?
You know what? When I first started in the industry, I think that because I came at it from an independent route, right? I didn't have like any Hollywood pedigree. I wasn't like interning for some big producer. I just literally did it on my own. So when I first started off, it was like, how do I get a film made and get anybody to see it? Like any single person to see what I'm trying to create. Now, of course, it's a little different. I'm in a different position. I'm trying to make movies that the masses can see. Now it's not just about completing them, executing them. It's like, how can I do things different and better? How can I do genres I haven't explored before? How can I work with people that I haven't worked with yet?
So, given that answer, what is something about Beast that, ticks a new challenge box for you, something that might help you on future films you produce?
Yeah, no, this is definitely my first time working with doing a survival thriller. My first time working with this much CGI. First time being on location for so long out in South Africa
The
for
on
months.
location plus CG combination is especially mind blowing to me.
Yeah. Well, I told the director, Bart, I said, we can do this whole thing on a nice stage in Atlanta, and we can be staying at the Ritz on Peachtree Street every night. And he was like, no way. We need the real. If the lion has got to be CGI, I want everything else to be real. And Idris and I were all for it. And it shows when you see the film because it's very experiential. You're in the moment. You feel it. You see these wide shots, the scope, these vistas that are gorgeous of Africa. And in it, of course, we've got this amazing narrative around this rogue lion, which looks pretty damn real as well.
Those oneers are something else too. I'll throw that out there. With the lion, because I know you did a lot of research into the reality of what a rogue lion, why he becomes a rogue lion, and then what it does after.
Yep.
This is the animal lover in me talking. But is there any way to bring a rogue lion back from that state?
Ooh, in real life, I don't know. I'm sure anything is possible, but what I do know is that because this is a man-made phenomenon, because we, as poachers, divide the prides. Once a alpha male is separated from his pride and his pride is either killed or moved on, and another alpha male now takes control of that pride, they are not welcomed. And so they end up being kind of like these nomadic, roaming rogue lions. And it is very difficult, to my knowledge, for them to then reestablish themselves within a pride without major conflict, i.e., killing the alpha male of an existing pride. So it's like violence begets violence, really.
Breaks my heart to hear that, but I really appreciate the way that you don't present the rogue lion as a villain in this movie and make sure you could feel it even though you're rooting for the main characters.
Yes.
Going back to the very beginning briefly, I was reading a little bit about how Jamie basically presented the idea of, I think it was Cujo, but with a lion, and then you kind of had to, fill in the guts of the story from there.
Yeah.
During that development process, how much did it change from the very first idea you came to fill out that idea compared to what we see in this final film?
Movies always change a lot in the development process. This is no exception. But I will say at its core was this idea that Jamie had of a person, it became a family, in peril on the run from a rogue lion, which is a man-made phenomenon. That's still there. That was very much in the conception of her original idea. And that is kind of what I think is helping this to cut through. It's like you get it, you know what it is. Now, it's a really interesting journey that we take you on, but to me, it's the perfect summer film. It is, it's got real stakes, got real people, got real jeopardy, but it doesn't take itself so seriously. We want fun, I think. I think we want fun and escapism, especially right now.
Always sign me up for that, especially fun escapism with a tinge of Jurassic Park to it.
You caught that, huh?
My favorite movie of all. The second I saw the t-shirt, I'm like, I'm gonna like this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there's a whole bunch peppered throughout. I was really into it.
Yes.
A little bit of a sillier question for you now. I was asking it to some of the cast here, but let's say you, like real you are trapped in the middle of nowhere in a car and there's a rogue lion going after you. You can pick two actors that you've worked with on past films to have in that car with you. Who do you pick to give yourself the best chance of surviving the situation?
That's easy. Idris Elba and Kevin Hart. That's who I'm going in there with. Yes, because see, Idris and I together can throw Kevin Hart out. When the lion is eating Kevin, we can figure out how to get away. He's gonna be a snack, so we need a small snack, and that would be Kevin. I'm sorry, bro. We gotta sacrifice you. I mean, it is what it is. Law of the jungle.
I feel really bad.
And Idris has been in this situation, so I'm taking him. There you go.
I mean, I feel really bad right now, but that answer tickles me. I love it. I have to let you go. Huge congratulations, and thank you for this wild ride.
Thank you.